Welcome to another In My Mailbox vlog. This week I got quite a few review books, more than I've ever had before, and I can't wait to read them all because they are absolutely amazing. And I got a pile of books to show you that I got from a book sale about a month or two ago, but haven't got to them yet, so there's a lot of books to show you in today's vlog. The first one I got is Pure by Juliana Baggett, and this is a ARC. This book comes out on February 8th of 2012, and this is a dystopian novel, and they compare this to The Hunger Games and The Passage. If you've read The Passage before, I haven't even heard of it, so I'm going to have to check that out. Because I love dystopian novels. They become my new favorite genre. So I can't wait to read this. This came from Around the World ARC Tours. I can have it for a week, and hopefully I read it soon. And it's really thick. There's over 400 pages, and I can't wait to devour this whole book. It looks really, really good. So, from Scholastic, I got two books. I got The Invention of Hugo Cabret by Brian Selznick, and this is one of the thickest books I've ever read. It has about like 500 something pages in it. And this book came out in like 2007, and I read this when it first came out a long time ago, a couple years ago, and I loved it. It was amazing, and you could just go through it really fast, because it's not just words. There's actually, like, most of it is pictures. I mean, there is words, but a lot of it is just beautiful, handcrafted pictures, and that's what makes up the book. So you can read this in a couple hours. But when I was younger and in middle school, I used to go to the library, and whichever book was the thickest, that's the book I picked off the shelf. And this just so happened, like, I saw it like this, and it was really thick. It was the thickest book on the shelf. So I picked it up and I checked it out, not really knowing what it was about or what was inside it. And I brought it home, and then I started reading it. Then I found out that it had all these pictures in it, and I was just amazed. I loved it so much. It was one of my favorite books, actually. And now I get to read it again and review it. So I can't wait to read this one. And another one of Brian Selznick's book is Wonderstruck. And this one comes out on September 13th. This one comes out on September 13th. And this is also the same kind of book with all the pictures. And then it has words somewhere. It has words in it too. But I haven't read this one, obviously, since it doesn't come out till September, but I cannot wait to dig into this, and I'm hoping to get my little brother into reading these too, so I'm going to read these with him. And then I got Everblue by Brenda Pandos, and this came from her blog tour of this book. This is book one of the, I don't know if it's a trilogy or series, but it's actually a mermaid book, and she signed it. And I can't wait to start this one. My review will be up on September 9th. I'm the last one on the blog tour. But yeah, can't wait to start this one. And also, it came with 5 bookmarks of Everblue. Sorry, it's upside down. And she signed each one. So when I reach 400 followers on my blog, which is coming out in a little bit, I'll be doing a huge giveaway, and hopefully I can give away a lot of swag. So I'll throw in some Everblue bookmarks. I also got Salvaged by Stephanie Miller, and this is book one in the series. She signed this one, and this just sounds really good. A really sad book, like one of those tragic stories, but sounds really good. This is book one in the series, and then she also gave me book two, Rise by Stephanie Miller. Um, she also signed this one. So I can't wait to read these. This is book 2 in the series. And it also came with a bookmark of Salvaged and then Rise on the back. And then the last review book that I got, and the one I'm most excited to read, is Glow. And about a week or two ago, I put this on my waiting on Wednesday, and I got it for review. And this one comes out on September 27th. Comes out at the end of September, and I cannot wait to read this one. That's all my review books. I went out and went to Barnes & Noble, but I only bought one book, and that was Epic Fail by Claire Lazelnik. This just looks so adorable. Such a good read, like one of those just cute little predictable love stories, but it looks like it is. Epic Fail. This just came out beginning of August, so I can't wait to read this one. And then for library books, I got Cloaked in Red by Vivian Van Velde. I haven't heard anything about this. I just saw it on the shelf and it looks pretty good. Kind of like Little Red Riding Hood, sounds like. And it's a skinny little book. So I'll give this one a try. And then I got The Best and Hardest Thing by Pat Brisson. And I didn't know that this was in verse. The book's in verse, which I like because I can just speed through the book. It only took me like an hour to read this, and it was really good. I really liked it. And now on to the books that I got from the book sale. I'm not going to show you all of them because I don't want to make this vlog very long. I'll just show you a few that I got. The first one is Tuck Everlasting by Natalie Babbitt, and I read this one for school in middle school. I think I had to read it, and I loved it, and I watched the movie, so when I saw the book, I'm just add it on to my pile. All these books that I got from the book sale are older books, so. And then I got Ruby Holler by Sharon Creech, and I read this one also in middle school. It's like all the books that I read in middle school I found, and I decided like, I'll just read it. I'll just buy it because I really liked it when I was younger. I can give it to my younger sister or something. And then one of my favorite authors, Lurleen McDaniel, they had a bunch there, and I got some. I got Starry Starry Night. Has 3 different holiday stories in it. Lurleen's book, if you haven't read any of your books, they're basically all like about cancer and people dying. They're really sad, and you can't help but cry in the books, but they're really good. So I got Starry Starry Night. I got Please Don't Die. This is part of the One Last Wish series. 6 Months to Live. Lifted Up by Angels. And Till Death Do Us Part. And I found a bunch of those random Lurleen McDaniel books, and I love them. Then I got One Night by Margaret Wilde. I think so if I've read this before. Looks familiar. This book is also written in verse, so it'll be a quick read. And then I got Dawn's Early Light by Nancy Krulik, and I read other books by her, and they were really good, so I'm interested to see how good this one is. And then this is book 1 in, I don't know what the series is called, but the first one's Magic Steps, and it's by Tamara Pierce. And I saw at my library they had like book 2 and book 3, but not book 1. So I got book 1. I think this is number 5 in the Mediator series by Meg Cabot. And I read the series and loved it. One of my favorite series by Meg Cabot. This is just randomly number 5. And then I got 17 by Cynthia Voigt. and I don't know what this is about, but it looks good. And then I got A Corner of the Universe by Anna Martin, and I saw this at the library before but never got out, and then I saw it there and like, I should just get it, because I like Anna Martin's books. But that's all I'm going to show you this week. I'll show you the rest, which isn't too much. Next week, leave a link in the comments with your IN, and I'll go check it out. Thanks for watching.